Well, hello there, Team Krebs. Hello there, Cameron. My name is Jay Ayala. I'm one of the technical specialists for TopCon Solutions Store, based out of Richland, Washington State. It's my pleasure, my privilege to be making this video for you today. So let's go take a quick look at this. In this email exchange, Cameron, you set this, you addressed this one to Jordan, and it was talking about some of the content that you can find online. So let me just read word for word here, and then we're going to get into how does this work. I was wondering if you or Jay could do a short, simple demo showing the process of downloading a file from a manufacturer and creating a family, so we know what we're getting into before getting the subscription. So if I understood this right, there's a link here. I'm going to pop that open. Oh, of course, it went onto my second screen here. All right. So there's a bunch of content in here. So if you're looking for one of these valves and you want to add it into Revit, well, how do you do that? So it's a pretty simple process. This manufacturer did a great job of producing high quality Revit content. There are some things that they could do to kind of improve this, but I'm not going to knock them. They did a good job. If it was up to me to create these elements, I would do it with something called a lookup table. That way the flexibility is a little bit different. The way that these were made by this manufacturer, the way that they were made reminds me of what an architect would do with creating types. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. Let's go take a look at one of these. Sorry about that. I got confused with the selection I had made. Anyway, with this pressure reducing valve, specifically this 9001 and 69001, you're going to see this, I don't know what to call it really, like a section or a tab. And then you've got all of the potential valves that you can download. All right, so let's go grab, let's go grab this one. It's 9001 pressure reducing valve flanged. All right, so here we have a zip file, and I'm just going to go extract it momentarily here right within my downloads folder. So let's just go ahead and extract that right within the downloads folder. And you'll see here that we've got the brand new extracted folder here with that Revit file ready for us to use. You'll also get this TXT file along with it. And when I was looking at this, I was like, okay, I see what they're doing here. So what they made is a way where you can add the specific valve rather than adding all of the variants all at once. So let's go take a look at that. Okay, here we go. So in Revit, I got this project here. It's an underground tunnel scenario here where we've got piping running from one end to the other. Okay. On this far east stairwell area here, I've got a 3D view already set up here. So as you can tell, I was working on creating a Revit file here from the point cloud. So this is an ongoing thing that I'm working on. But yeah, you know what? Let me remove the visibility of the point cloud so that we can just see the elements. Stand by 1 second. Okay, so I've got the piping in here. I've got green piping, yellow conduit, and cable tray. So the electrical is yellow. And you'll see splashes of red there. That's the structural unistrut holding that stuff in place. I just haven't placed the clamps, the C-clamps yet, to hold things up onto the individual unistruts. Regardless, I want to show you how we go about using that valve. Okay, here we go. So what we'll do is we'll simply open that Revit file that we just downloaded. It's in my downloads folder. There it is right there. Okay, and here's that valve, globe, CLA, the 9001. Let's go ahead and open that guy up. All right, so you might have noticed that it's saved in an earlier version of Revit from 2014. So, you know, they've got great content in here. It's really nice. They even have like the clearance area and all that other stuff based on, from what I could tell here. Yeah, this is a clearance area. Let's hide that one temporarily. What's this guy? You know, I'm not exactly sure what that is. It's a pipe accessory, I can see that much. Oh yeah, clearance. This is also a clearance. All right. Cool. Okay, so how do we use this? You can, at this point, I'm using Revit 2024. At this point, I can go ahead and save the file, which I will. And then I just want to close it all together. Okay. Of course, we got all the different views that open up when you open up a Revit family. I just want to close that file all together. Okay, and now I'm back at my Revit project. So here is where I want to add that element in. Okay, so from my systems ribbon, here is my pipe accessory button. All right, and I don't have that thing in here yet. If I go over here to type in 90-01, you'll see I don't have it in here yet. So what I need to do is I need to load this one in. Okay, so one of the last buttons here, when I'm actively trying to load the pipe accessory, here's load family. Right now I've got this one as my current family, but I want to load the family. All right, and then I just want to go to that folder where I had just opened it and saved it. That's again in the downloads folder. All right, and here we have the Revit family. And let's go ahead and open it. Now, upon trying and attempting to open it, remember I opened that text file? That's what this is all about, okay? So this is what's referred to as the specify types dialog box. So rather than loading the this one valve, and then having to load every single variation of the valve into my model, I can just load the specific size that I need. So here, I'll just choose a variety of them. I'll choose the 2-inch, the 4-inch. What else do we have? Yeah. We got the ductile iron 150. Let's go get the ductile C150, the C300. Okay, let's just run with these really quick. Okay. So I've just uploaded, rather, I've brought into the project, I've brought those 3 variants of that particular family from that website. Okay, so if I want to add it in, this is where I would choose that particular valve type. As you can see, I've got it here in my selection box. Sorry, in my type selector rather. So I got 3 variants. I've got the C150 2-inch, I've got the C300 2-inch, and I've got the C300 4-inch. Okay, so I can go ahead and drop that in, and then I can go choose the particular pipe that I need. Let me do this in a section view. I just want to make sure I'm doing this properly. Let's go grab this section right here. Yeah. And then I'm just going to broaden the depth of the section so that it can see past the wall. Let's go double click on that blue arrowhead to open up that section. And then I want to add, oh, I got my point cloud. Oh, if you guys ever need to do work with point clouds, let me know. I can either help you process the point cloud to do, you know, the piping and whatever else you might need, or I can go do the scanning myself. So, or teach you guys how to do either of these things, right? So we tend to help a lot of our clients out with soup to nuts. Whether they don't have scans, they need them, we can go scan. If they need a 3D model, an accurate 3D model of an as-built, we can go scan and we can make the model. If you guys want to learn how to do it yourselves, we can train you how to go do the scanning, and we can train you the best way to go do the modeling. All right. Anyway, let's go take a look at this pipe right here. I want to see what size diameter this one is. I think this is a 2-inch pipe. Oh, it's 1.5 inches. It's okay. I will just start a brand new pipe at this location right here. And I'll make a duplicate. I'll just copy that guy down just slightly here. And I want to make one a 2-inch, and I want to make another one a 4-inch. Okay. So let's start with this other pipe up here. That's going to be a 2-inch. This bottom pipe, that'll be a 4-inch pipe. All right, I want to do one quick thing here. Stand by 1 second. I'm going to take a look at the pipes in this other orientation. These two pipes right here. All right, and I just want to move them like over here somewhere. All right, that should be fine. Okay, good. All right, adding that pipe accessory, the valve. It's simple. You saw this, what I had done earlier. I clicked on this button here, pipe accessory. Previously, I loaded it, but once it's loaded, it's over here, right? So again, in the type selector, I can go pick from that list. I'm going to start with the C150 2-inch, and then I'm going to place it on that particular pipe right there. Okay? I didn't do anything other than use what they gave me. I'm going to do the next one, the C300 2-inch. I wonder if there's enough room on this pipe for this next valve. Ah, yeah, I should be able to go in there. Oh, okay. I guess I need to make it longer. And I'm just going to drop that elevation just slightly. And this one as well. Okay, let's add that C300. All right, that's the one that's currently selected. Let's go add that in. There we go. And while I'm still in the command, I can just switch easily to the 4-inch, the C300 4-inch, and then just go add that in right there. All right. So good looking model there that the manufacturer used to put that together. And if I go look at this in a 3D view here, you'll be able to see, where is my... Oh, well, I guess I lost it. I'm not seeing it here in my model. Maybe I'm in the wrong location. I think I'm in the wrong location. It's fine. Let me unclip this thing. I was indeed in the wrong location. And here I can see it. Okay, good. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to leverage one of those other sections, which was called my horizontal section. J's working section, horizontal. And what this will do is it'll reset my 3D view to whatever that section view was looking at previously. Okay. Yeah, there we go. We've got our piping. As you can see clearly here, we got our piping and those valves. I've got a little bit of a collision with the flange there, but yeah, you know, it's not that big a deal. You'll download the file, okay? And then you'll use the pipe accessory command and just load the file right into your project, and you can load as many sizes as you need or whatever. Okay, so let me know if this helps out. Again, my name is Jay. Feel free to reach out whenever you need to. Thanks, Cameron.